The Riftworm, the god of the locust, or their deity, so to speak. The Riftworms are monstrous creatures, snake or worm-like, anywhere from 8 to 10 miles in length, and half a mile or so across. Their intelligence is questionable, but they are thought to have some level of smarts. The reason the Locust worship these beings is because they created their home, the Hollow. The Riftworms burrowed across the Seren crust, devouring everything in their path and leaving its manure, which then, in turn, enriched the soil, creating life inside the hollows. Of course, during their travels, the Riftworms created the majority of the hollows, and the Locust then viewed them as their gods. The trinity of worms was based around the Riftworm, and Locust architecture, again, would be based on the Riftworm. It was believed that the Locust would use pheromones or explosions to move the Riftworm towards their target, coercing them, funneling them, using them. The Riftworms would later disappear until the light mass bomb was used on the outer hollows, which awakened one, giving the Locust their god to turn the tide of the war. High Priest Scourge would use this god, the newly awakened Riftworm, to begin a campaign on destroying Seren cities on the Jacinto Plateau. For several months, Cog outposts and 2 cities along the plateau vanished, forcing the Cog to venture into the deepest areas of the Hollow to kill every single drone to end the war. Of course, the Gears would then go up against the Riftworm, and they would be successful in killing the beast, not without a lot of work and near-death experiences inside the monster. But they would succeed and triumph. Following the death of the Riftworm, the Locust plan was of course delayed, but not completely foiled. During the siege of Nexus, Queen Mira could be heard broadcasting that even though the Riftworm is dead, the Locust plan to sink Jacinto continued. If there were any other remaining Riftworms in Sera, their fate remains unknown after the flooding of the Hollows and the Emulsion countermeasure weapons activation. It's possible that the Riftworms then drowned in the flooding of the Hollows, since they wouldn't have been awake to escape. Now I know this video isn't a massively long one, but it is a giant worm. There isn't really that much to explain here. Though, I will say, I really love this addition to the universe. Why? Well, the Gears universe was one that to me always seemed lived in. It seemed functional. It seemed as if it had history prior to our eyes seeing it and playing within the games. And to me, the Riftworm added to that feel as well. It was also the sense of scale of this creature. It seemed absolutely massive and something that was truly destructive, which we then saw, of course. So I want to open up the discussion to you guys. What did you think of this beast? Do you share any of my sentiments on it? As always, please do let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. And moving forwards, for all your Gears of War content, stick with me, Mr. H. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay notified of all future content. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving it a like and sharing it, as that really helps the channel out. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.